Hello everybody, happy Monday. Apologies for being slightly late today. I just noticed it's 12:12, so that must be relevant. I'm here with the energies of the upcoming week. I'm Olin Jennings. I'm a channel of my spirit guides, coach and healer, and I come in most Mondays to give you a heads up about how the energies of the week are likely to be and how they may affect you, so that you are aware, you have an idea, so that if you're feeling a certain way or something works or it doesn't, you might relate it to what's going on in the energetic field of the cosmos, of the earth, because we're all affected by this energy. And I bring in my guides to give you that overview. So welcome to Monday the 7th of November. So this is your kind of energy forecast for between today the 7th up until Sunday the 13th of November. There's two key moments this week. One is tomorrow, which is the 8th of November, and that's the full moon lunar eclipse in Taurus. And then on the 11th we have the 1111 portal, which is all about manifesting. And again, as I explained to you before about November is a very spiritual month, so our psychic abilities, our intuitive abilities, our clairvoyance, clairaudient, all those clairs abilities are heightened. And so we have this window to really elevate that if we want to. And the 11th, when you see the two 11s together, it's like doorways into another level of consciousness. And tomorrow, the 8th, when we have the full moon, already the energies are here. You may well be feeling a bit wiped out. It's big transformational energy, letting go of what we don't want to take into the next year. Really letting go. And because this full moon is very close to Uranus this time, the planet of transformation, which is good, but it can also be quite harsh. So if there are things you're holding on to that, don't align with you anymore, and you're not letting go of them voluntarily, then they may be taken from you anyway. So just be aware of that, because the way we're moving forward now as humans, humanity, is, if you're working on yourself, if you're doing the work and you're going towards being a truer version of you at a soul level, anything that doesn't fit in with that is not relevant for your life anymore. So it's a big week, but it's quite positive. So yes, nobody likes change really, even if they want it, but it's positive change. It's making room for the new. So let me bring my guides in. But as you can tell, I've already consulted with them. And let us see what else they have to say about it. Hello and welcome. Thank you very much for joining us today. So yes, as Owen has said, there are some very powerful energies around this week, with the full moon on Tuesday, and then you have the 1111 portal at the end of the week. This is really a big week for manifesting, first of all, for letting go of what you don't want to do anymore, maybe in your business, really letting go of something you've been holding on to, a service or an offering, just letting that go. Maybe in a relationship, maybe letting go of relationships as well, actually. But anything that's just not working for you now. It can also be a little thing. It could be a habit or a way of thinking that's no longer serving you. The full moon eclipse is in the sign of Taurus, which is a very down-to-earth star sign. and it's very good for sorting out money. This time, this the energy of this, because it's very important that you know where your money is, where it's coming, where it's going, so to speak. Great time for sorting out your spreadsheets on a very practical level. Also a very good time for grounding in your dreams, your what you want to achieve in your life. So really, bringing them in, taking practical steps to achieve them. But as Alwyn said, there is this other thing going on with the planet Uranus, which is about transformation and sometimes sudden change. So just be careful, because if there's anything you're not in alignment with, but you're holding on to for whatever reason, quite often it's just scary to let go of something, then it may be taken from you anyway. So just be aware of that. But you can also use this transformational energy to bring in something big and bold for yourself that you really want. And as we've said, you're moving to the 11:11 portal at the end of the week. 11:11 is all about manifesting. It's all about aligning with your magic, aligning with what it is you want to create, but on a level that really speaks to your heart and your soul. Again, be careful, because you could manifest things you don't want. The universe doesn't know necessarily, unless you're very clear what it is you want. And if you are thinking negatively, or if you are creating patterns in your life which you know are out of alignment, but you're doing them anyway, the universe may just think that you want them because you are creating them, and will give you more of that. So just again, be aware. But if you take the upside of the energies, you can really focus on setting your dreams up, and then the practical steps to take to get there as well. There's also a rebirth energy about this week. There's a celebration. So it's not, yes, it is difficult when you make changes, but it's not sort of the changes that are needed, all right? So there's a lot of celebration, there's a lot of job well done, there's a lot of feeling of achievement this week. There's also a chance for some of you to have new starts in romance, actually, whether that's in an existing relationship where you really connect more deeply, or a new relationship, but also just feeling better about yourself on a whole different level, feeling like you have set yourself up for knowing where you want to go. So definite new beginnings energy. Also, your intuitive powers will heighten this week. And if you're on a sort of spiritual journey, a spiritual development journey, or a development journey of developing your psychic abilities, or your channeling abilities, or your whatever it is you're working on, your healing abilities, they will increase your up leveling for sure. So just again, notice what's coming in, because the veils between both worlds are still quite thin. Again, you might get guidance from ancestors even, but it's a real feeling. It's an emotional week, but it's a good emotion if you tap into the energies in the right way. So we hope that helps you. These energies are intense, so if you're feeling tired, please do take time to rest, and get down to dreaming about what you want and what you desire. Some of you might be feeling physically off balance as well. There might be the odd aches and pains. Just notice where those aches and pains are in your body, because it will have a message for you. And again, it's all to do with this moving on and aligning your energy in the right way. So a spiritual week, really working on your energetics, but also taking practical steps to get to where it is you want to get to, or start to get to, from sort of next week onwards, really. So we hope that helps you. Okay, so inspired action, I would say, and really just embracing the change that's coming. but it does feel positive, so don't worry, okay? Please don't worry, but do, and especially try not to create what you don't want, because that won't be useful for you. So again, I hope you found that useful. Go well this week. Look after yourselves. Look after your energy. If you, as they said, if you're feeling tired, do rest. Some of you are going to feel really energetic. That's fine as well. But just be mindful, and certainly use these energies to rebirth and birth what you want to birth into your life. So I'm wishing you a wonderful week.